Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV and our continuing coverage of the Gears Esports APAC Regional Series. We are coming into round number 5 of Phase 2, Week 3. It's the final round, and the players are all ready and good to go. Here we are heading into Lift, and it is once again going to be unknown on stream. And that title was wrong. It's going to be against Astonish this time and not unknown. There we go. Yell at the man pushing the buttons in the background. That's me. My name is Crisis, and I'm joined once more in the studio by Winters. And we just saw a cracker of a match, Winters, from Dead Zone and Team Unknown against Mindfreak. You have to wonder whether they'll be able to repeat the performance against Astonish.
It was an absolute pleasure to watch that game and to be able to see Dead Zone's pinpoint accuracy, some of those triple kills that we saw from Currency, and also, of course, Mercer from Mindfreak dominating once again. Let's see whether or not Dead Zone can back it up against Astonish here, or whether or not Lady Luck will prevail with her team of Wondrous Vagabonds in Astonish versus Unknown.
Right, here we go, rolling on out on the lift. We're going to follow our way as we head through. I kind of feel as though I should be watching Dead Zone, but he had a massive opening round against Mindfreak. But no, we're with our way. The smoke is down. And onto the down, gets the good damage down onto Mikey. In fact, gets the kneecap onto him, pulls out the Nasher, looks to finish him off, but there are two players in defense. Their Gearleg came through from behind and they get it clear down, but Lumby returns the favor, and it's just 1-2 from team to team in this opening round.
Spawn times are indeed 10 seconds in these first rounds, boys and girls, and with frenetic pace of that combat occurring in these early on rounds. Short spawn timers, easy to get back into the fray once you've been down, if you're unfortunate enough to be on that receiving end of a Nash shot to the knees or a Lancer to the cheek. See a lot of contestation happening here for the B point capturing. Seeing a lot of crossfire here, and looks like our Swarm team might be on the little bit of an upper hand here, capping both A and C.
Yeah, they've got a slight lead at this stage, but it's going to start extending because they've got 2 points in their favor, or 2 hills in their favor. And now, looking to complete the domination. Hot team arrives just in the finish line with breaks B, and in fact C at the same time, so turned it around completely just for a minute there. But it is just for a moment, really, more than a minute, because once again, it's a 2.
And we see the Swarm points creeping up on the 120 mark versus 75 of COG. Gonna have Astonish pull out some pretty fantastic kills and some multi-kills to start turning this one, I think, Francis.
Yeah, Currency that we were following there gets taken down, and Gibbs completely our way was the one who took the business there. Now heading on over to the B to prevent a triple threat. Like, not really to gain any advantage, it's really coming through. That said, all of the players from the Astonish have spread themselves out. They were looking for a sneaky triple cap themselves, didn't manage to pull it off, but they have managed to get their hands on 2 of the points, and now are able to start clawing away at the lead that has been built up so strongly by Unknown.
And we see that lead extending out to about 170 here, with team trailing at 120. Looking at Lumbee, just protecting this B point. We have an engagement with Ruckus, covering fire. Our way, we've got a 3-on-2 situation here, and the victors walk away with smiles.
And of course,
however,
the victors are the Swarm. I don't know if they can smoke. There's like, if you have a look at what their mandibles are like, I don't think they can smoke. Maybe Grimace.
I feel like they'd try, but it might actually tear their face apart. So maybe they'll just walk away with a scowl.
Lumby has some support there from Currency, and they are holding on to this B hill like their lives depend on it. 203, 204, 05, 06, and very, very quickly the time has run out for the Astonish team, and the first point goes to Swarm, or the first round goes to Swarm anyway.
It was a pretty kill-filled fight there. We see Currency on 9 frags. 9 in one round is significantly higher than we'd normally see 3 or 4. However, in those short respawn times, the kills can stack up quite quickly. As we move into round 2, we see those spawn timers increase to 12 seconds. I didn't actually see what weapon was placed there, Crisis. Did you catch that?
And nor did I, because I was looking at the scoreboard. I was like admiring next to Currency's name. Never mind. So I think that the red guy? I think it might be the red guy. Somebody and let us know exactly what weapon that is. We're following our way. We've actually followed our way on the rollout a couple of times as we head into round number 2. Okay? So exactly a couple of times. For his trouble gets taken down. Shout out to our way. You have to come on to Discord at one point and say, I'm not a girl.
You can make that mistake with these genders.
Well, no, it's not just that. It's like several of the players on Astonish are actually girls. So I just assumed it was all girls for me, but it wasn't. So Currency, he's currently heading up the kills for his team. He's just made his 10, so double figures, and the only one on the so far. For a little bit, see what he can do.
We see a juicy double kill from Firestar there at the side of the map. Currency was firing into, and we see Currency now being taken on by and this position.
Right, we'll follow Firestar hiding in the smoke, or hiding behind the smoke, more to the point. Now looking to take out one of their opponents now, has to put it away. Unfortunately, it becomes a meat shield, and by Lucky, switches over to the line, so after that, crossfire over the Cog, running for their lives right now. Nearly in the sights of Lumby, and manages to get away with some fantastic juke boots on.
I like that term, juke boots. So we've got some very frantic team fighting happening here over this position team. And it looks like the Swarm are trying to push up into that A spot to get the triple cap domination. Let's see whether or not they can do it. We don't have any frags. We've got some smoke out. Let's see what distractions we can cause from here.
Lots of smoke, in fact, and it's obscuring just about nobody because Firestar was beyond on the other side. Looks to get a kill onto our man on screen, Lumby, but managed to get into the wall, but didn't finish the business there. It's a second shot at it. Firestar takes down Lumby, but Dead Zone was there to clean up Firestar himself. And now, well, for a moment there, Swarm was looking for a...
They were indeed, but then they neglected their rear side, and Cog came in and took over the B spot.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, 200 points have ticked over. It's triple cap territory only for the Cogs to win, and now the time is too late. So the round once again go to the Swarm, Dead Zone and the Unknowns, extending their lead to 2 points, but very, very close rounds. That was a 3 minute and 9 second round, so having to work very hard for it, Princess.
They are indeed working for their wins here at the moment, the Unknown. I think Astonish are putting the screws to them, and they are both playing very well. It's just Unknown are slightly out-rotating the Astonish crowd. Let's see if they can back it up in Game 3. So we have Firestar at the moment placing a weapon, or potentially not placing a weapon. And moving our respawn time is to 14 seconds, so now we're going down. If you are taken out, you're giving your opponent a whole 14 seconds to try and go and cap another point. We will kick off with watching Lady Luck.
Let's see what she can do. Lots of long-range crossfire going, but she was too exposed standing on the hill there. Fortunately gets picked up there, just took an arrow to the knee, and now has her hands on the M-bar. Let's see what she can do with it. Switches away from it for a moment there, just to get some grenades out. Switches back to the pistol now. Oh no, carrying the M-bar. Has it out. That's M-bar, yep.
Looks like Ruckus might have a... Lady Luck certainly doing a bit of damage with her gun. Taking aim at Currency. Oh, the triple cap. Cog domination.
Showing my inexperience there. Thinking the wrong weapon was the M-bar.
I do it all the time. It's very difficult to tell those weapons without a name next to them, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. It should have been about probably 60% of this time, but we had such big delays in between rounds. So we're feeling the fatigue, need a bit of Red Bull or something like that. And all I've got here is a non-caffeinated drink. It doesn't have alcohol in it either. But I'm keeping my sense of humor about things. Here we go. Let's see if we can follow our man Dead Zone. He's the captain of Unknown.
The Unknown Dead Zone. Do you think he did that on purpose?
Might be. They're trying to set themselves up as the underdogs in each of the games that they play in. Right now, though, they are not the underdogs. Astonish are trailing with the Unknowns leading the charge from the get-go and maintaining domination ever since Gilek gets the headshot down onto, well, it's here we go, let's see what she can do.
So we see multiple rotations of members of Unknown dying. And the staggering of those deaths is not allowing Unknown to rotate properly or to pose any much of a threat at all to the COG team.
Beautiful play with the M-bar from Awe. Takes down Lumby from long range. To pick up another. Misses Mikey. Smoke is down. Lines up another shot. It doesn't matter though because Mikey's going to meet another two players from Astonish, and Ruckus cleans him away. We'll stick with Awe.
Awe almost tagged by that frag grenade that came bouncing down the corridor.
Has some good range. And support from Ruckus. Keeping himself nice and far away. Oh, tries to take Lumby out. It takes two shots at him and gets him with the second. Oh no, Ruckus was the one who took down Lumby. But right now, even though Awe with that M-bar has taken a couple of good shots, things are falling in favor of the Swarm once again.
See the Swarm double capping A and C. However, hefty points at the moment. So if the Swarm want to be able to take this, they are going to need to start pressuring these other, well, this B side in particular, and go for that triple cap.
Oh, Awe falls to Mikey in the end there. Doesn't get over the M-bar, but the Swarm domination is on, and unfortunately for Astonish, they have only got 1 point on the board. It's a 3-1 advantage to Unknown.
Oh, that's exactly what Swarm needed to do in that round there. Either had to cap, or they had to make sure they did points, and they did that in spades. And what does it look like we're going to be placing now from Firestar?
Nada.
No weapons. Nothing. All right. So we've still got the frags and the M-bar up. Spawn times are now 18 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That is an eternity when you're looking at that screen, wishing you could help out your team.
Yeah, it is indeed. It is indeed. So we'll follow Dancing. We haven't given that Dancing a lot of love. He's standing on his own LPA and getting some long-range lights of fire down toward his team. 2v2, Lady Luck and Firestar are there. In fact, it's a 3v3 situation. He has to turn and try to get some position on his opponents. Manages to stay alive, but he is running every which way. Lady Luck comes on in there. Lady Luck capping the A hill right now. As
we see, with most of his team down, unfortunately, he's by himself there versus Lady Luck. But he's tenaciously trying to hold, and he gets capped and down.
And that's the home hill. In fact, here comes from the spawn, the cog, but it is too late, and that is a second point, or a second round, going to Astonish. And it is now 3-2, a nice close match for our round 5, the final round today here on GameStar TV.
Using and abusing those death timers was the COG team in Astonish that round. The ladies and gentlemen on that team certainly running around as a pack, picking 1 or 2 people off, and that takes them out for most of the rest of the match, allowing that triple domination to occur. And we move into round number 6. We have 20-second death timers, boys and girls. Very difficult to come back from. Stay with your teammates. Guard your flank.
With Ruckus right now as he follows all the way through. Name goes down, the smoke is up. Lucky and Currency are there to take them on. And, well, great support play, great rotations from Gearlet, coming around from behind and making sure that the Ember falls into the hands of Astonish and the B hill ensued.
So we see Awe taking a bit of a long shot against Dead Zone across the start of the map. Connecting, so the Ember not doing its job. Or the user not using it properly. Who knows? We see Dead Zone still across the other side from Awe. Well, he's just buying some time, waiting for Mikey Yippee to get back up. We got all the members back up. Lady Luck still down on the side of the cog.
Oh,
however,
Dead Zone taking a ton of long-range damage. Has been taken down, but not completely out, and then picked up. So great play there, and good support coming through from Currency to clear away Ruckus as well. Dead Zone picks up some grenades, and the Cobalt nicely in control at the moment. Well, nicely in the lead, but not for long. With those 2 points into the hands of the Swarm momentarily. The A is broken though, so very, very close passage of play right now. Winters from these 2 teams.
Indeed, and we see the Swarm starting to turn the tide of this battle now. We're going for the triple cap domination. Can they do it? We've got Ruckus to break the ring in C, in the middle here at B, sorry. He goes down. That is a team wipe with Gearlet only just respawning, not in enough time to be able to save the match. Swarm, unknown, take round number 7.
4 and 2, unknown now extending their lead once again by 2 points. And the tables really turned on Astonish. They've been in this situation, but on the other end of things, they were leading Militia Gaming 4-2 at one stage, remember? And they extended that all the way through to complete the match 7 and 2. They'll be hoping that the same treatment doesn't come their way from unknown. 3 players capping their home hill right now. Gearlet is who's on stream right now. Has Mikey in her side. Columbia though coming through. So it's a 2-on-2 situation. Fortunately, she had a little bit of support, but not fortunate enough. She's taken down. Mikey doing the business there, and then getting a double kill, clearing away Alway. It's the second half, of course, so it's F getting capped now. And the Swarm are looking to close out round number 7 very, very quickly with a triple cap on the cards.
We see Lady Luck and Firestar going down both at around the same time there, allowing this pressuring in on the F position. We don't have any weapons on the map at the moment, and we've only got 10-second spawn timers. Everyone back up nice and quickly to start challenging the rank and file of unknown.
Now, I wonder if this is a Swarm thing. I've just noticed that Mikey is shooting, or his character model is anyway.
I think it depends on what corner they're leaning around.
Wow,
but,
so the Swarm are ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. See, they've got that over us as well. No wonder they want to try.
Oh, great play from Mikey. Takes 2 shots, gets 2 frags for his troubles. And off the back of that fantastic play, gets a clear after a couple of other kills from his team. But the Swarm domination comes through. It's 5-2 in favor of Unknown.
Moving into round number 8, we're going to be going on towards the match point. If Swarm take out that next round, Unknown looking very dangerous at the moment. Currency, Dead Zone, absolute monsters. Then we have Firestar. What are we going to be placing? Let's go some big impact stuff. What do you think? Crisis, what do you want to see this round?
Oh, you know me, I like a bit of a long shot action or maybe the boom shot. But the Mark 1 placed.
Mark 1, yeah. The marks are. So they're looking more of that carbine, single high damage, low ammunition. So let's see whether or not they can make some plays with that and get some good picks. I'm a little dubious myself. Let's see whether they can prove me wrong.
As he rolls onto the home hill for the Swarm. He's on his knees though, together with Currency. Long range throws not through. Oh, they managed to pick themselves up. Not really sure what Astonish were thinking there. Instead of keeping the Lancer Fire down once again and finishing the business, they sort of walked up and it almost looked as though they were just kind of standing there and going, are those Swarm hurt or what? And that was enough for Rummy to pick himself up. I think Currency was with him as well and managed to get himself up too. So some good opening salvos from Astonish, dashed away by maybe a little bit of indecision that's come through. But still with Lundy going up against Gear Left. Takes down the captain. Now has to fight against Alway. And Alway decides, actually, you know what, I'm just going to run off and get myself restored. Cog dominating with another triple Winters, and
these games are frantic,
triple.
Crisis. That was a triple for the Cog. Absolutely.
Yeah. So 5-3, they stave off the approach of match point.
This has turned into a very, very good game so far. Tightly controlled, lots of good combat, great accuracy, some really nice headshots. Let's see what Currency wants to place right in the middle of the control. Probably a frag grenade, maybe a the frag grenade up the top on the deck. Okay.
Wow, so we've got the Markster and the frag grenades up at the same place. So most likely we're going to have a priority placed on the deck by both of these two teams. And as I say that, no, I'm incorrect. The Spawn has done that, but 3 players from the Cog heading on down to the opposite end of the map. Not worrying at all about the weapon.
An interesting split just occurred there where we saw there to get that Mark 1 and also then to get the frag grenade. And then we also had 2 from the Cog head up there. So, and it looks like they're still sort of positioning themselves around that point E, just trying to get premium advantage. We're going to have 3 Cog heading towards E.
Dancing, doing a great work there first, providing some suppressive fire, and then switching over to the Nasher to clear away not 1 but 2 opponents in a row. And then caps the 2 boots. So he's done his job. He'll be saying on the comms, look guys, I've killed 2 and I've capped a point. That's my job done. It's up to you guys.
Gonna have a rest.
Yeah. You know, you can't carry the whole team. Everyone's got to pull their own weight.
Absolutely. Although we see Lady Luck now encroaching. Sarah, let's see whether or not Bouncing can shove her away. We've got Alway pushing onto E as well. We're back up to the dock. Mikey Pakaye, Gillette's coming, Ruckus is coming. That's the whole team is trying to push onto that E spot. We have Swarm domination almost occurring.
Oh, Lady Luck couldn't actually capture E. She could only get the breakdown. And then gets cleared away by Mikey to clear the space for Small to get their triple cap and match point in one go.
That's where we start seeing the impact of those respawn timers, Crisis. That was bumped up to 14 seconds for that round, moving into 16 seconds this round. And just shows you just how much advantage you can have when you and your team get a really good pick. The team is just decimated, cut down at the knees, unable to respond, unable to rotate, and they get pinned down.
Heading into round number 10, and finally a long shot gets put down. I think it's the first one of the match. So we're into round number 10, and the long shot gets placed down at maintenance. So we got two sorts of picks for both of the teams. We've got a priority getting placed on that maintenance area by both teams. They both want to get the long shot.
They want that long shot. The long shot gives you the distance, especially up from that maintenance area. You get a very good vision of the rest of the field, allows you to make some cheeky plays. Is it worth losing two of your team members? That's the question, Crisis.
Oh, with these long spawns, things can turn around though very, very quickly with a couple of good headshots, of which Ruckus is 0 for 2 at the moment. So we'll see if we can turn that around. Oh, he's had to switch away to the Nasher, and just as well that he did, because Mikey was there to frag him down. Awe cleans away Mikey though. Even if he had made a play, or even if he had been able to try and grab the long shot, he would have had it for a very short time. And in our fastest round of the match, I think, less than a minute by a second, the Astonish players managed to stay in the game, and it's another match point that Unknown will be playing for. All right, the incendiary grenades have been placed down as we head into the 11th round. There's pretty much a smorgasbord of weaponry to start choosing from. And once again, priority from the COG getting placed on the maintenance area where the long shot has been placed. Things worked out. Oh, loads of grenades were put down. We're with Awe right now. Awe gets one. Rumby's there. Looks to get a second, does Awe. Doesn't quite get one, but it doesn't matter because Ruckus was there. Swaps the long shot with said Ruckus. And the question again, is it worth losing two players? We've got two players down for each team though, so perhaps Winter's the answer to the question this time around would be yes.
I would have to concur with you on that one, Croc. I would love to see a little bit of crispy barbecue swap. To be honest, the incendiary grenades were placed. Where are they?
Yeah, nobody's picked them up so far.
No, I think it was more of a distractionary tactic, and sometimes that can pay off, but not when we've got a long shot on the board in high contestation, as it is.
Yeah, not really sure what Ruckus was doing there. Left the high ground and kind of opened himself up to the impending advantage of Dead Zone and Currency. Switches over to the Nasher to deny them the access to the long shot. But while we were watching that little move coming through, Dead Zone and Currency making a play for the long shot, lost sight of the scoreboard and the fact that the triple cap domination was on, and it is now 6-5. That's 2 match points that the Astonish team have defended, and now we head to our third in round number 12.
And as we come into round number 12, Crisis, those respawn 16-second mark, kills are vital. 20 seconds, my apologies. 20 seconds. You die, you may as well just say bye-bye.
Yeah, very, very long spawn timers indeed. Let's see what the rollout is happening. Once again, both teams are putting an emphasis on this long shot that is up there. 3 for 3. They're going up there. We're with Awe once again, as we were in the previous round. Oh, it's a 2-for-1 exchange right now. Oh, but it wasn't a 5-star, wasn't actually good. So just took an arrow to the knee, got picked up by Awe. Great play over there. And now they've held onto that hill and held onto that point, really. And the long shot, well, it could have gone to them, but for whatever reason, they didn't actually pick it up.
Interesting, and now Currency has that.
Yeah,
Currency's got that one now, and we've got the long respawns happening. Awe down, Mike just coming back up now. They have a numbers advantage. Awe back up. So we've got the long shot equipped on Currency. He's going for some cheeky headshots. Let's see if he can pull it off.
He's got his players lined up, takes a shot. Gillick popped the head up and then popped it back down again. Would have felt the bullet whistle through her hair. But now, well, this is an interesting close range shot. Doesn't get anybody, but, well, you know what? If you can't aim with precision, pull out the Nasa and aim with the scatter gun and get your kill that way. Dead Zone in the meantime, they're picking up the Lady Luck. The Swarm domination is on, coming so close. The Astonish team were to evening things up and getting a bit of a, not quite reverse sweep, but a reversal around. But Swarm, in the end, that's unknown, winning the match in our closest feature of the day, 7-5 Winters.
Brilliant game. I was really rooting for Astonish there towards the end. Those last 2 games, they won them convincingly. And just a few small mistakes from the Astonish team allowed Unknown to victory in this map. And again, I feel like it was probably the priority being placed on those weapons as opposed to map awareness and map point objective control.
Yeah, indeed. So in the end, a close match that you lose is still a close match that you lose. But the points that they earned, 5 points going onto the leaderboard, will do them some fantastic justice. They, of course, all of the points earned in every single round gets added to the leaderboard for the score going into the finals. Now, that was round number 5, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the final round of today. We had 6 teams entering. It was a 5-round single round robin bracket that we played today. So that's it. We're done and dusted with all of the teams completing their matches. Let's just see if they have actually done so. And we'll have a look to see if we can bring today's leaderboard up for you onto screen. Here are the standings for the division today. Mindfreak at the top of the table. And we'll just see if that means if everything has been completed, because then we can finalize the results for the day. Now, we still got a couple of matches that, or a single match that still needs to be completed. Mindfreak versus... Oh, hang on. I think maybe they simply haven't entered in their scores, because everybody should have played 5 matches by now. Let's have a look to see what is going on. So just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we check out the results of the matches. And let's see what's happening in the round 5 match. Oh, everybody's put in their scores there. Mindfreak versus Unknown hasn't been entered. Do you remember the score, what the score was for that?
Not offhand. I do believe that Unknown took a couple of games off Mindfreak. I think it was about 7-3.
So just a word to Captain Jim and Captain Dead Zone. You need to enter your scores after your match is complete, so that we can get things in. So let me just update that very, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll be able to finalize things for you. And I think it was round 4, I think. Yes, round 4.
It was round 4 for Mindfreak versus Unknown.
So I'm going to go on a 7-2 result. Obviously, if that is, I'll go back and check the match records, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure that that is the correct result to update things. But we will now be able to just quickly refresh this table, and we will have the full results of today for you to view. And there you have it. So Mind Freak on 15 points. Of course, we will be adding on. Oh, sorry, that is incorrect. They need to have all of the points are added to them. So it's 7 points per round. It's going to be on 42 points. And, well, it's all about what's going on with the structure at the moment. But in the end, Mind Freak played 5 and won 5, with the Slicers playing 5 and winning 4, losing only to Mind Freak. Tilted Towers third on today's table, and Unknown coming in on fourth there. But I don't believe, Winters, that Unknown will have done enough to get themselves into the top 4 for the series.
No, unfortunately not. And same goes the Militia Gaming. Just out of that top bracket, ladies and gents. However, our top 3 teams have done an amazing job today. Unknown put some great pressure against Mind Freak and also Slices. Astonish, same deal. Unfortunately, Militia pulling up the wooden spoon. Great gaming by everybody, though.
Yeah, a fantastic day today. In all, we had a couple of weird things going on. But in the end, everybody showed up and had a great time, I hope. I certainly had a good time. We saw some cracker moments on stream this week, so it was an awesome time. Now, we got some tidying up to do, because we've got to talk about our next event. And in fact, that's not the next event. Hang on for a moment. The next event is going to be on the 4th of March, and that is the finals. So our top 4 going into the finals will no doubt be, I think, Mind Freak, Slices, Tilted Towers, and Astonish when the leaderboard gets updated. So to get to stay in touch with that sort of information, make sure you follow us on Twitter. It's twitter.com/GameStar. We will announce the completed leaderboard during the week following this event, and we will also be sending out our invites to the 4 teams that make it through to the finals, and they will be the 4 teams who are in the money, getting themselves a share of that $2,800 courtesy of Mixer. So that's it. Winters, any final words before we head on off for the night?
Nothing from me, Crisis. Just been an excellent day of Gears of War 4. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm sure Crisis loves having you around as well. Look forward to speaking with you again for the finals.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. This has been a GameStar Media production. We'll see you on the 4th of March for the finals of the Gears Esports APAC Regional Series Phase 2.